These lively, scalding natural springs are extremely hot, boiling up to an incredible 230 degrees. These springs lie in Lake Bogoria, an element of Africa's famous Rift Valley in Kenya. The saline water found here is simmering hot, but unexpectedly, Lake Bogoria is bubbling with pink flamingos. Despite the heat, algae and small crustaceans outlive these steaming bubbles, and that's what these birds are looking for. Their beaks act like soup pumps, separating eatables from this soda lake. But they can't sip on the salty water, so they prefer to search for fresh springs to satisfy their thirst and also to take a bath. Lions and hyenas won't risk the danger of getting their feet wet, so the midpoint of the lake becomes an ideal spot for resting and dwelling in safety. Flamingos transform heaps of mud into mounds, so their nests are high up to evade any salty squirt which could prove fatal for the eggs. Bogoria is not a hot spring that you would jump into for a wash, but there are others you can take pleasure in, and not all of them are found in hot countries. Ironically, Iceland is the place where one should head to if one wishes to unwind in large, naturally heated lagoons. These waters possess minerals and salts that hold unique healing properties for the skin. Be careful before your head gets too hot. Old Faithful in Yellowstone National Park sees over 2 million visitors a year. Almost on an hourly basis, this geyser ejects 8,000 gallons of simmering water. But the largest concentration of natural hot springs on the planet is found in Japan, where they offer warm leisure even in the snow, and not just for humans. Some 30 years ago, a female monkey observed a group of people relishing a good steam and jumped in to join them in this enjoyable activity. Ever since, all the Japanese macaques found here have imitated her and customarily take hot baths to keep them warm through the notorious winter. Extremely enjoyable. It's also a great socializing endeavor. So now you know how hot you can get the next time you feel the heat below your collar. Warms up to 92 degrees Fahrenheit. It is pretty warm, but it's also one of the dampest on Earth, with 200 inches of rain. So ensure that you carry your rubber boots. It is 830 miles long and is located straight across the equator. The sole places in the world to sight orangutans are Borneo and neighbouring Sumatra. In the wild, there are only 20,000 left, and their numbers have dwindled in the last decade. In order to escape the ground marauders like tigers, pythons and leopards, orangutans prefer to stay atop the trees. They gorge 400 different types of food, but their favourite is the very stinky and prickly durian fruit. Time for some startling orangutan information. The infants live with their mothers for 7 years and they can survive up to 45 years. Males weigh the same as a heavyweight boxer, but are 5 times more powerful and twice the size of females. Keep your eyes up in the sky and you may catch a glimpse of some surprising creatures, lizards, that can really fly. Airborne snakes. Birds possessing huge beaks, as well as a very strange monkey not to be found anywhere else in the world. This is the proboscis monkey, which resides in the mangrove swamps of Borneo. Males have outlandish and massive noses, but females find these projections very appealing. It is not very easy to catch sight of these creatures in the trees, so to see them really close, visit the Cephalac Rehabilitation Centre. Cephalac takes care of those baby orangutans which stray due to bushfire and deforestation. The keepers here act as mothers, cleaning them, training them to climb, etc. But the orangutans are so talented that they learn some neat tricks themselves. Borneo may be blistering hot, but all that rain and incredible animals will cool you off, making it definitely worth a visit. The heat in some regions of India has been aptly expressed as agonizing, especially in the sweltering royal destination, Rajasthan. It is parched and dusty in the deserts of Rajasthan, with a recorded maximum temperature of a blistering 130 degrees. There is no water around, so the animals dwelling here need to obtain moisture from any plant they can sight. The Indian subcontinent is big enough to accommodate the whole of Europe into it. The country is so vast that when the heat peaks at its most unbearable point for the desert inhabitants, the Himalayas in the north, the highest mountain range on the planet, are still wrapped